everybody, this is Patty and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I am so excited to be doing these. But first let me tell you why I decided to do them. About 2 years ago on YouTube, I found what I now call my beauty girls. And you are girls who, well, we were probably sisters in a former life. We love skincare, makeup, anything that has to do with clothing and jewelry, shoes. And I started watching and I started subscribing. It wasn't long before I realized that I hadn't found any girls who were closer to my age. So I typed in mature and anti-aging, all those words, and I came up with the 50-year-olds. And so love the 50-year-olds. I started watching and subscribing to them also. And by the way, I have to tell you, I'm embarrassed at how many of you I subscribe to the actual number, but I love it. I love watching you. I get excited when I see that you've posted a new video. I can't wait to see it, to see what you've been up to, and I will certainly continue to do that. If you find that I'm not subscribed to your video, you might let me know, because I think I found most of you out there and I'm already subscribing to you. But anyway, the 50-year-olds still didn't quite... I still didn't quite relate to you, because it's sort of one of those situations where I've been there, done that. I've always taken excellent care of my skin. I've been vigilant with it. I have used the best skincare over the years for as long as I can remember. I've been fortunate or lucky in that I've worked for 4 Fortune 500 companies and actually retired from the largest skincare company in the world, a Fortune 500 company, in management with them. And so I had access to the very best technology in skincare and used it. And everything that came out new, I was eager to try it. I was doing great. I thought, man, I have this aging thing nipped in the bud. I am good with it. I'm aging well. I'm liking the way I age. I'm aging. About 3 years ago, it hit me, and it was almost overnight. I think I need to go back and tell you that something I haven't told you. I'm 68. So about 3 years ago, just seems like it was overnight, things started happening to my skin. My eyelids were drooping. I was getting circles and the puffies under here. This little fatty area right under your eyes seemed to collapse. Getting the jowls, my neck. We don't even want to go to my body, my arms and legs and around my middle. That's not a pretty sight at all. So I was looking for women in my age group who were going through this same thing, maybe who could help me as I go through this. I'm very happy to be 68. I feel wonderful. I know you've heard the saying that we just want to look as good on the outside as we feel on the inside, and I certainly know that feeling, because that's what I'm looking for. I am to the point, however, where I don't think that there's really anything that I can put on my skin in the way of creams and lotions and potions that is really going to change my skin that dramatically, I guess. I do not want a facelift. I've not ever had anything done other than the normal facials and a microdermabrasions and things like that. I never had any injections, but I am seriously considering doing that this year. I think I'll probably go the route of injections. I'm going to investigate everything and see just exactly what can be done for my age and the condition that my skin is in. And if I do it, I will certainly keep you posted and let you go through the process with me. But so that's sort of what this channel is going to be about, is this aging process and when it really does hit you and you start going through it. I've posted some pictures, or I am posting pictures on this video, and you may have already seen them because I may decide to put them on the front end, but I picked one photograph from my 20s, and in that photograph, actually, I modeled in my early 20s, and it's a picture from my portfolio. And then I did one from my 30s, 40s, one from my 50s. Didn't pull one for the 60s because I thought, well, they're watching me. They're seeing me in my 60s. And then it just occurred to me that really there's such a change from my early 60s to now that I'm going to try to find one from my early 60s and post it so that you can sort of see this aging process that I've taken and how it's gotten me to this point. Probably 20 years ago, I realized that what the sun was doing and could potentially do, and I did start staying out of the sun completely. I started using very heavy sunscreens on my face, and have been faithful with doing that, so my face gets virtually no sun. I think probably the damage I have is from childhood and probably my 20s and even my 30s, when I was a sun worshiper. And even if you had told me back then what it was going to do, I wouldn't have believed you. And I'm thinking that when my daughter gets to be my age, and some of you younger girls, there are going to be so many advances and so many techniques, and the technologies will change so that there may be things for you that just aren't going to be there for me now. If I were in your shoes, though, I would still stay out of the sun and do all the things I need to do just to be on the safe side. So that's what this channel is going to be about. One thing I think I'm going to do on my very next video, some of you have been doing a tag recently called the 50 Most Interesting Things, and I have loved those videos, getting to know so much more about you. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do that video or that tag for my next video so that you can get to know me right off the bat. I have a lot of interesting things to tell. I've had a lot of interesting things happen to me. For instance, back in the 60s and 70s, I was actually a stewardess for Delta for many years, and I can tell you crazy stories from that point from that time in my life. So I'll probably be sharing some of that with you too. I hope that you'll comment and subscribe. I know this is my first video, and we all have our first videos and where we sort of ramble and go on and on. So I hope that you'll subscribe and watch. I hope that you'll leave me comments. I'd love to know what you're thinking. I'd love to know what you'd like to see with this channel. Maybe you're in your 50s and this is showing you what the real aging is going to be like. Maybe you're still in your 20s and you're thinking, oh no, I'm not, that's not going to happen to me. Well, it is. At some point it is. It may be sooner, it may be later, but it's going to happen. So leave me comments. I don't think you'll see very many tutorials. I don't plan on doing those unless I get an awful lot of requests for them. I may do some product reviews, some outfits of the day, maybe a haul here and there. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes, but leave me comments. Also, if you have any suggestions about what I can do that. And if you have any criticisms, if you have criticisms, just all I ask is that you be nice. Don't be mean, don't be rude. I know from watching these videos from other people that occasionally there's some mean people out there who say mean, hurtful things, and I just don't want that on my channel. I don't want to ever have to explain to you guys that someone has been mean. So, if you have a criticism, say it in a nice way. Take a nice approach, and I promise you I'll listen to you, and I'll take it into consideration and mull it around and make a decision on what to do about it. So just don't be mean. If you know any other women in my age group, I hope you'll tell them about this channel. It might be your mom, your grandmother, your aunt, your neighbor, your coworker. Let them know if they're into all the things that we're obviously very into. Let them know about us so that they can join me on this channel and join you too if they're not watching you. I think that's pretty much it for this one. I've tried to keep it short. I know I've rambled a little bit, so I apologize for that. And I would just say to you to go out and have a wonderful, fun filled day. This is a new year, and we hear bad stuff on the news every day when we turn it on, and there's just a lot of bad stuff going on in the world. So, all I want to do is wish you for this coming year peace and prosperity. Have a great day. Bye bye.